Language is inherently important to culture. We saw that in this week's videos, how only 15% of Indigenous people are learning the language left in BC. And I just recently um, saw a statistic on the Tloquet people in and around amongst Tofino where only 4% of the population knew the language and only 2% were learning. So sadly, it really is dying off. And personally, I know how important it is culturally to know language. My mom is straight from Italy, and it was super important for her, um, for me and my brother to learn the language so that we could feel more connected to our culture and be able to, for example, travel to Italy and know the language and be able to speak to her and be able to speak to her dad. Um, and it really does kind of give you a sense of connection to the culture. I personally felt more connected. I felt not as much of an outsider. I felt kind of like I had an in a way. So I think that language can kind of help open those gateways. And Joy Walkus, the TED Talk lady, when she was speaking, it was kind of eye opening. Like the way that you phrase things in different languages is so much different than in English. So it's an eye opening experience. It's the same in Italian. It's an eye opening experience to a different route of expression and a new way of looking at things. And I think that new way of looking at things is really important in understanding one's culture. So definitely, I'm all for learning language, and I think that there should be more initiative, just like the app that was created. Things like that are just so important to keeping the culture alive.